Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist, one, two, and all in between. That is everybody of everyone, everywhere. This is for the absolute bigger, better, good God and truth of you. Okay, you hear that rooster crowing? And I just like to state this. I seen a video just a second ago. Actually, I'm still watching it. It says, "Does math reveal reality?" Okay, and it's by the World Science Festival. I think I've seen it before. Just vaguely looked over it, but yes. Okay, all right, and I'll explain to you why. Okay, now check me out. Anywhere, right? Anything is adding up, right? One more positive to the here and now of it, right? Then all negativity of it. It is stated good as the truth of its shape, form, mass here and now. And that good as truth of it, right, makes it holy and indestructible to the absolute bigger, better of it here and now, positive and good as its matter. Okay? Now, Einstein expressed it like this. E equals mc squared. Energy produces matter. Wherever a matter is stated more positive in a positive universe, right, it is stated good as the truth of its matter. And the more positive it is, the bigger, better, good as truth of its shape, form, and mass, structure, durability, and solidness of it is, okay, by volume and the density of its embodiment and matter of structure, okay. Now, if I got one positive, right, and I take away one positive, what do I have? Most would say, and probably everybody on this panel would say, I have nothing. But that would be an incorrect way of expressing what I have, because I have the neutral nothing, right? At that point, I am just one negative of one positive. Now, all things, creation of existence, made of atoms, right, have all their individual parts. The buildings, trees, you, me, everybody of everything. Now, as long as those individual parts, right, add up the circuitry of the matter more positive than negative to the good truth of all you are, right? Well, that is the absolute bigger, better of it here and now. You and it here and now, one together, adding up, okay? Now, all matter of its own is female. It is negatively deficient of crossing one more positive to be good on its own to the absolute bigger, better of it here and now, positive and good, unless you're a man or a woman, okay? Because the matter of a man or a woman can articulate over all things creation of existence to only go do one more positive when you feel all negativity. That will only add you up good as truth, all right? Until all the negativity of you subtracts to one neutral nothing, just a negative of you here and now, only more positive and good, okay? In this universe, anything more positive as its matter, okay, is stated good as truth. Again, that good as truth is the absolute bigger, better here and now of that matter than all negativity, okay? More positive and good as truth. Now, it doesn't express, right, by saying this, the exact definition of the stated matter. meaning that matter could be anywhere of space and time, but no matter what about that matter, if it's more positive than negative, anywhere of space and time, it is stated good, and that is the absolute bigger, better of it here and now as a predictor of it being good as truth, more positive than negative. Now, again, I will explain this because it's a way to perceive a future stated being of you here and now, only more positive always to the reality check of your matter being good as truth as the bigger, better of you absolutely here and now infinitely. Listen to me. It is absurd, okay, to think that here and now, if anything negative, right, came upon me, right, and didn't kill me dead, that I could not do something more positive from the mind, through the body, to the world, right here and now, okay? May not be the cure-all, but it's adding up, okay? Now, that adding up is adding up to the cure-all, whatever it is, okay? Whatever that negative is, and that cure-all, right, is a more positive state than just being negative with the negativity of it. Now, that more positive state, right, brings me to the good truth of being the absolute bigger and better of that negativity of the matter of it, right, as to here and now of me. It is an absolute indicator, right, being more positive than any negativity of the good truth of you, right, only being bigger and better here and now, more positive and good. From the smallest speck of all existence, and that is the Planck line of existence, it's just a circuitry, right, that is one more positive than all negativity. Again, when this energy from this circuitry makes quarks inside of protons and neutrons, right, it only does it one more positive as their circuitry than all negativity that would not have them here and now. Okay? When this circuitry makes the proton and the neutrons from these other circuitries, right, it only does it one more positively, good as the truth of the shape, form, mass of the neutrons and protons inside of an atom, right? Good as the truth of it here now, as its bigger, better reality check of its matter, okay? Now, when all of these parts, right, work one together inside this atom, right, this atom is indestructible, okay? When they work more positive than negative, this atom is indestructible. It is stated good, absolutely, as the truth of its shape, form, and mass. And as far as anybody knows, it can't be destroyed. And as far as all things creation of existence to the reality of math, okay, it cannot be destroyed, because you can't destroy something only adding up more positive than the negative of it to keep it good as true. Now, there's some atoms that will split, but they only become more parts, and then parts become more atoms, okay? So they're not fully destroyed to one nothing, just their wholly shape, form, and mass to be able to bond out good as truth, one together with all their internal and external parts, bigger and better than all negativity. Now, when this atom, right, bonds with two or more atoms, right, it can only do it one way. Okay? One more positive with two or more, Christ-like, good as the truth of its shape, form, and mass, bigger and better than all negativity of time and space, which is the electronegativity of us, okay? To state that bond good, okay? Now, wherever that bond is stated good with the building, it makes the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody, of everything to the absolute bigger, better of all God, truth, reality check of time and space. Not to exclude every dimension of time and space you could think of, and every dimension of God, you could think of every shape, form, and mass of the God of Allah of all for everlasting peace I am, only adding up good as true to the absolute bigger, better of God of all I am. Now, why did I say that? Because any God that you think of better absolutely, positively have not a faithful doubt, right? Be the absolute bigger, better here and now than all negativity that could destroy that God to one neutral nothing, or they're no kind of God. They're a lie of faith. They're a descriptive lie on mathematics, and they're a bogus lie on the reality check of all mankind, okay? And I'll show you why. Listen, all faith is a negative, deficient way of perceiving reality, okay? None articulate to only bring all you are of negativity back one more positive that will only add you up good as truth to an absolute bigger, better of you here and now in reality check. So you're not. And that is the bad way of all faith, the neutral of nothing, right? It keeps you in a perpetual state of negative decay and disintegration because you don't know to always bring all you are of negative back more positive, because it states that the good God and truth of you crosses bad and neutral. And both are a lie on articulating you only one way, more positive than that negative, trashy-ass faith of yours. And that is a fact of God check. And it's a descriptive lie. It's a bias lie. It's a power tripping lie. I mean, anytime faith is used as a way to interpret reality, it interprets it through speculation instead of what is factual that can add it up always good as truth. You see? It's like saying, there's aliens, right? There's aliens. They're green men, they're running all over, right? But nobody's breaking out any bodies. There's no substance outside of the mind. You see, there's no real to the reality check of it. You hear me? There's none of that. And this is what faith does. It creates fiction derived as fact. You see? Faith is not belief. Faith is speculation. Faith knows no good truth as belief, man. Right? To always steal its life back, man. From all, it's negative. And if Adam would have done that for Eve in the beginning, right? And Cain would have done that for Abel, and all of that would have happened that way. When Adam come to himself, he would have crossed Eve one more positive than all negativity, only adding her up good as truth, as them one together, bigger and better than a bunch of nutty, fruity, bushwhacking snakes of faith, right? Because there is no good faith as truth. Listen to me. All faith is a deficiency on all things good as truth. So, in reality check, when they crisscross negative with negativity, that was the hallucinating, nutty, fruity, bushwhacking snake on all God, truth, reality check. Because at that point, we were no longer articulated to be what Adam was when he was first created, which was good as truth to never be destroyed. See? We was created. All mankind was created that way. But when we turned to faith and we threw fiction, see, into reality, okay, lies on all things good as truth with faith, right? Well, that's the neutral nothing, and that's just negative as hell to what is good as truth. See, no faith can express what is good as truth because no faith articulates it. You understand? If you're not always articulating what you are of anything negative, more positive from the inside out at 360 degrees to only add up, right? Good as truth. The only way you can be, stay, or are good as truth, right, the only way you can add up to an absolute bigger, better of you here and now, more positive and good, well, you're not. You hear me? You're devilishly delusional. You're nutty. You're fruity at any time. Faithfully blind and undefined. Static, twisted, scattered, not your freaking mind. See, good truth, right, will cross you positive, and good truth will cross negative, okay? Now, here's the thing, right? If you're one negative to the good truth of you being one more positive for too long, that is the neutral nothing of you, okay? That is a reality check, okay? And it is just the decay and disintegration of your bonding atoms, right? And the parts of your circuitry, right? Of your matter, right? Crisscrossing you, a reverse engineered fool, to one neutral nothing of you here and now. Just a negative with negativity, right? And all that cross one more positive than all negativity when they feel it, when they're being blindsided by it. Because, listen, a negative is a blindside. Listen, it's less than what one more positive is, okay? Now, with matter, like I said earlier, okay? Matter is an energy, okay? So in order for that matter to stay adding up, it can only do it with more energy applied than what it is as a negative to the reality check of it here and now, okay? Well, how do you know you're doing that? Well, if you feel a negative, right, you cross the here and now view, one more positive, only adding up, until you feel good as true. Until whatever that negative is, right, just subtracts to one neutral nothing of your circuitry, only adding up more positive and good as true. If you do that, you can never be destroyed for that. You can never suffer up out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of that. And I'll tell you one thing: you won't have no qualms about math revealing reality. You won't end up at a World Science Festival talking about something you know nothing about. Because anywhere you state neutral, I stated a lie. No. All these mathematicians, they want to state the world that way, and they don't understand why it's not always adding up. Listen, man, there's nothing neutral. Either it's one more positive than all negativity of it, man, or it's not. It's just negatively deficient of it. Well, that's a fact of God, check. And I'll tell you, like I've told people in all other videos, right? And I'm going to say it again. If you are adding up, right, it is impossible to be subtracting. You hear me? So smile. Add up more than you subtract, right? Be more positive than you are negative. In this universe, a more positive universe, right? Where things add up good as truth of the here and now their matter, right? That is the good truth of you, right? And that good truth of you can only, as an indicator of all things infinitely negative and infinitely positive, right? Can only cross you more positive than all negativity infinitely. And that is a fact of God, check. From the full thief man, God, King, Adam man, first evolved, of all I am, check. Only plug your lives into that. God, truth, a reality check. Peace.